I have Jessica Pearson with me today. She's Mrs. Rexburg and a marriage and parent educator. Jessica, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, of course. This is great. So, Jessica, for those, before we get into to everything else, for listeners that may not know as much about you or may have not heard of you yet, give us a little bit of your background with both being Mrs. Rexburg and then on marriage studies and those kind of things.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was actually born and raised here in Rexburg, Idaho. I went to school at BYU-Idaho. That's where I got my degree in marriage and family. And it was so great. I love BYU-Idaho. It's the best. But I also, while I was at school, I got a certificate to be a marriage and parent educator. And that was my favorite thing I did while I was up here. And I just grew a passion for marriage and for families and the importance that they have in society. And I just feel like there's such a need. And so that's actually why I decided to go into pageantry, because I felt like the world needs to know. And especially on marriages, I just feel like there's not a lot of resources out there to help people in their marriages. And that's my mission, is to help people know and understand the importance of marriage and how to make your marriage thrive.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that. And when did you graduate from BYU-Idaho?
I graduated in 2021. Okay. So it took me a little longer because I did have kids at home. And I did it over a few years longer than usual, but they're really good to work with, so it was great.
That's awesome. Hey, you still graduated though, right?
Yes, I did.
That's awesome. So what got you into studying marriage and these kind of things in the first place?
So I've always loved it. I had an awesome family growing up, and I was so blessed. Parents that loved me, loved each other. When my husband and I got married, we actually had a little bit of a different experience. We fought a lot more than I'd like to admit. Mm. And for reasons that I still don't understand, he didn't agree with all my awesome ideas and perspectives. No, just kidding. But I was sad because I wanted that. I wanted a happy, strong marriage, a happy, strong family. And it was really tough at sometimes. And as I was taking these classes and learning at school, I was getting all these tools and I was understanding more. I'd come home and talk to him more about it. And we worked and worked and worked. And we are just so happy now. We have 4 kids. We're thriving. And I just look back and think, oh my goodness, what if I would have given up? And it just makes me want to help as many people as I can, because it's possible. And a lot of people don't see that light at the end of the tunnel, but there is a light and it's possible for so many people.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. So tell us about this. It's called Level Up Your Marriage, correct? This
Yes.
class that you're teaching at the beginning of 2026.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this course I designed is there to help couples, any type of couples that are struggling, couples that already feel like they're doing good, newlyweds. So it's there to help them have tools and build resilience in their marriage so that when those hard things do come, that they're strong. They have a strong foundation and that they can make it through anything.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So have you taught this class before? Is this the first time? Or?
So I have taught marriage classes before. This is the first time I've taught this specific class, but I think it's going to be really good. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited. I think it's the best one I've made so far.
Wow, that's amazing. So when would you say preparation began for it?
So I applied to be in this pageant a few months ago, and that's when I began working on it. And I took a lot of the things that I've already learned and I've already taught before, and I kind of came down to 5 things, and I call them the remarkable 5 that make relationships thrive.
That's great. So I guess you already started to allude to it, but tell us a little bit too about the process of becoming Mrs. Rexburg, and then also I guess how it relates to this class that you're doing and your studies and everything. Absolutely.
So this pageant that I'm doing, it's Mrs. America, or it can be Miss America. You just have to apply. So it's pretty simple. And I did it because I knew it was a way to get this message out. And so I applied, and you give them a bunch of information. You have to write a few things, and they accepted my application. I was so excited. And as soon as I got that it is crazy. So I was already trying to work on this on a different platform, and I was getting followers. I was getting some feedback. I was getting somewhere. As soon as I had the title Mrs. Rexburg, doors just opened everywhere. Everyone was like, tell me about this. Will you come here? Can you come tell us about it here? And so this pageant has really been a great opportunity. And I had more followers in 1 week on my new Instagram page than I did after months of working on my old one, just from having the title Mrs. Rexburg. So it's fantastic. I can't wait to take it to Boise with me when I go and compete in February. And then I can bring that message to hopefully all of Idaho.
So that competition in February, is that for more of like the Mrs. America thing?
So that will be Mrs. Idaho. I'll compete there for Mrs. Idaho. And then if I get that title, then I will be in Mrs. America.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
So, you mentioned that you have taught before. You haven't taught this specific class, but you have taught before.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your background with the classes that you've already taught, how do you feel like that's preparing you for this class coming up in January?
Oh, it's been phenomenal. BYU-Idaho has amazing teachers. Amazing. Especially, I'm a little biased, but I feel like the marriage and family teachers are phenomenal. And I just learned so much. You know, you feel like you know things, and then you go to school for it, and you're like, oh my goodness, that's why. And the dots start connecting. I actually met with one of my professors just a few weeks ago to kind of refresh and talk to him about what's the most important thing. And yeah, it's prepared me so much. There's so much out there to learn, and yeah, I'm excited to share it.
That's awesome. So you would say that, would you say that BYU-Idaho has had a pretty big impact then on just, you know, your career and what you're accomplishing now?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's taught me almost everything I know.
Almost.
Yeah. Then, you know, you have your life experiences, your parents, but educational wise, it really has taught me so much.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing that with us. So I guess, what are your expectations for this big class coming up in January versus classes that you've done before?
So I'm really excited to help people in Rexburg and to help locals. I've already had some people sign up for my class. My hope is to get these couples to a point where they're intentional about their marriage, that they realize that it's important before it's too late, before they get to a point where they go, oh no, we're not happy anymore. I hope that I can get these tools out to as many people as possible so that they can have stronger marriages, and those strong marriages will make strong families. And then in the end, that's a strong community for all of us. So if I can get these marriages strengthened, all of us are going to benefit from it.
Yeah. So if you were talking earlier about how, you know, when you and your husband got married, it wasn't, I guess, like the dream marriage that you had kind of imagined.
Right.
And then, you know, you started applying a lot of these tools and it started getting a lot better for you guys. If you had to maybe name like something, maybe whether it be general or specific, that really has helped your own marriage that maybe you could share with others, maybe like a little bit of a sneak peek or something, but just something that you would say has been a big key, what would that be?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what I'm going to share. And if you don't mind, it's 5 things, but it'll be quick.
Yeah.
So I call them the remarkable 5 that make marriages thrive. And through education and through experience, this is what I've come to narrow it down to that really can help people. So respect, resilience, recreation, research, so learning about marriage as much as you can, and religion.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And has there been maybe one of those 5 specifically that you've seen, you know, more of an evidence of in your life? Maybe just one of those specifically, like an example or anything like that?
Yeah. I mean, they're all so intertwined. And religion is absolutely, I think, my number one. It won't probably be my number one thing in the course just because I know there's going to be a lot of people from diverse backgrounds. But I will mention it because religion and God, that there is nothing that has helped me more than that. Other than that, I think resilience. I think if you go into marriage saying, oh no, why is this so hard? There must be something wrong. Then you're already in trouble because marriage is going to be hard. But that's how it is with anything in this life that's worthwhile. If you want anything really, really great for you, it takes effort, it takes work, but then the rewards are unimaginable. And that's how it is with marriage too. So if you go into it saying, this is going to be hard and it's going to be amazing, then you're going to have different results.
Yeah. Just having those expectations, I guess, like knowing that beforehand, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So Jessica, if you have to give us, maybe one last, I guess, pitch or invitation to people that are listening that maybe are contemplating going or thinking about it, why would you say that people should attend this class?
I just say come. It's going to be a cold January Thursday night. You're going to want to sit in your PJs on your bed, but come. You won't regret it. You'll have an hour of learning, of education, and hopefully inspiration to help you that you can take with you the rest of your life. So I encourage anybody that's considering it or thinking about it, come on that cold January night. You won't regret it.
Awesome. So just give us one last rundown of when the class is, where it will be held, and any costs associated.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's free admission, but the seats are limited. It's it's above the medicine shop in the Chamber of Commerce building. So I really can only have a limited amount of people there. Sorry, you said location, price, it's free. What else? Is that it?
Just when.
And when. It's January 8th at 7 o'clock. So, and if you guys need to know more about it, they can follow my Instagram at Mrs. Rexburg 2026. There's more information on it there if they'd like to find out more about it.
Sweet. Okay. Anything else, Jessica, that you would add that maybe I missed?
I don't think so. You covered it really good.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming in, and we wish you the best of luck with it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.